Good morning, Junior 4. Hope all of you are okay. Now let us start to solve concept 2, lesson 4. Number 1, choose the correct answer. Number 1, reaction time can be estimated from the time between suitable response and sending messages to the brain by the sensory receptor, sending message to the brain by the sensory receptor and suitable response and suitable next response, sending two messages to the brain by the sensory receptor. So it will be B, send the message to the brain by the sensory receptor and suitable response. It's the reaction time. Number 2, the shorter reaction time means faster the brain can run away from the predator. Yes. Faster the predator. No. Longer the time taken by the brain to detect the presence. No. Shorter reaction time means shorter time. Less chance the brain survive. No, it means that long chance or high chance. Number 3. The reaction time is always less than 1 second, about 3 minutes, about 4 minutes, about 2 minutes. It will be less, it will be less than 1 second. Okay. Okay, number 4. Sensory receptors, brain and nervous, they work separately from each other. They work together with each other. Only the brain works individually. Only sensory receptors work individually. Sensory receptor, brain and nervous, they work together. We said that there is an integral relation between our 5 senses and the nervous system, which contains brain and nerves. Okay. Number 5, reaction time. Reaction time has an important effect in all of the following situations except. You said that except means without. Except means without. Hearing fire alarm. Number 1. Seeing red traffic and applying the brakes to stop it. For sure, no. It is so important to can do that. Hearing the fire alarm and people running away from this place, also important. Plant some types of animals in a garden. It's not important to take low reaction time or less reaction time, or even to calculate what is your reaction time. Feeling the hotness of solid objects and moving hands away from it. So it will be C, because also D, it's important to recognize that you hold something hot and you have to move your hand away from these hot objects to avoid to be burned. So it's also important. Number 6, when you see a car coming towards you, what happens to get away from it? Sensory receptor in the ear send signals to the brain first. Sensory receptors in the eye send a signal to the brain. He said that in the question, when you see a car, so the sensory receptor here will be our eyes, not our ears, because you don't hear the sound of the car. Sensory receptors in ears also, no. So it will be sensory receptor in ears, send the signal to the brain at first. But number C, sensory receptor in eyes, send the signal to sensory receptor in the ears. Of course, no, we will send the messages to our brain, not our ears, not from sensory receptor to another sensory receptor. Number 7, the brain can explain what you see faster than what you hear. This is because visual reaction time is less than auditory comes from audio. Auditory reaction time or visual reaction time is the same as auditory reaction time. Visual response is faster than auditory response. Auditory response is faster than visual response. For sure, our visual response is faster than our eyes is faster than our ears. Okay. Number 8. When you hear a fire alarm and smell a smoke odor, all of the following play a role such that a person can survive and run away from this place, except sensory receptors in the nose and eyes, nerves, spinal cord and the brain, digestive system, different body muscles. So it will be C, digestive system, except the digestive system. Don't have any important role in this process, okay? Correct, false, put true or false. The body can respond to more than one external stimuli at the same time. Yes, like that we do before. Will be yes, like that we do before. When you hear fire alarm and smell a smoke odor, so now we respond to different external stimuli from the external environment at the same time. Two people may respond differently to bright light by closing their eyes because the reaction time varies depending on their sight strength. Sure, so it will be correct. The brain responds to the auditory stimuli faster than visual. We said that visual will be faster. Number 4, the response to dangerous danger begins with sensory receptors. Yes. Number 5, reaction time should be as long as possible so an animal can think how to run away from danger. No, it has to be as short as possible to can run away before your predator can catch you. Number 6, different body muscles play an important role in completing the response to danger and running away from it. Yes. Number 7, if the nervous system works well, but the animal doesn't have enough energy to escape, it can be hunted. Yes, because nervous system separately can't do its performance well. We need to work together. Number 8, visual reaction time varies from one species to another. Sure. Now let's start with lesson 5. Choose the correct answer. Number 1, the nervous system can do all the following functions except gather information, processing information, sending signals, falling of rains. For sure, falling of rains don't the performance of the nervous system. Number 2, if you smell smoke from something burning nearly, then you realize that you had to move away fast. This means that there is an integration between the dots in this situation. Integration between digestive and respiratory, for sure no. Digestive and nervous, also no. Respiratory and nervous, yes, because it's responsible for smelling. Nose, one organ of the organs of the respiratory system. Nervous and urinary, also no. Number 3, your sensation to thunder and lightning depends on your sense of thunder and lightning. So we need sound and sight. Sight and hearing, yes. Sight and smell, no. Hearing and touch, no. Hearing and taste, also no. Now turn the page. Number 4, you open the door of your house when you hear the doorbell. Which of the following statements explain the sequence of messages inside your body in this situation? Ears, brain, feet, hand? No, because we can't use two organs followed by each other. We need the nervous in between both of them to can send the signals, okay? Ears, brain, hand, feet, ears, hand, brain, feet, ears. At the first we hear, so we will start with ears, okay? Then ears reach to brain. After that, brain started to send a message to your feet to can go to the door, then send a message to your hand to can hold the door to can open it, okay? So if he asks about the sequence of the organs, it will be like that. If he asks about the sequence of the message inside your body, so you have to choose between each organs, the nerves, okay? You pass the football to player in your team. Which of the following statements explain the sequence of messages inside your body in this situation? He also asked about the sequence of the organs inside your body. So at the first, you need to pass the football to your colleague or to your football player. So you have to start with the first brain, start to send the message to the nervous, then nervous reach to the feet to can alarm it to can pass the ball. Number 6, the what plays a great role in the functioning of the nervous system. Brain, we said that it's a central control. Number 7, your sensation of hot weather depends on the sensory receptor, will be skin for sure, depend on the touch. Okay, number 8. Closing your eyes quickly when light rays fall on them represents a inhalation, no, reflex action, counter shedding, camouflage. For sure it will be reflex action, and we said that reflex action means action that don't need your thinking to happen. So when anything it will be near to your eyes, you will close your eyes spontaneously, okay, without thinking. After that, true and false, the brain send automatic signals so that you can breathe, will be wrong. We said that our brain responsible for everything, okay? Even these reflex actions like breathing and heart and so on, heartbeats and so on. The bones carry information from sensory organs to the brain, will be for sure wrong. The nervous or the electrical impulses. The spinal cord delivers messages between the brain and feet, will be correct because the spinal cord is the passage for the nervous and or the electrical impulses to pass through it, okay? Number 4, sensory receptors in your fingers can distinguish between smooth and rough. Yes, depend on the feeling of touch, okay? After that, number 5, parts of the nervous system work together to gather and process information and send signals. Yes, and we said that gather means to collect. The last 2, number 6. If your teacher asked you to take the pen out of your bag and use it to write, and you did, that means the message your ears received reached your hand directly. No, it has to at the first pass or reach to the brain. Then we start to transfer it, or the brain started to transfer or send a message to your hand to hold it. Sensory organs are responsible for processing information. Yes, sensory organs responsible for processing information from the stimuli or the external environment. Then brain responsible for processing also information to can understand it very well, to can think what is the suitable response to send it. Now we finish. Thank you, Junior 4, and see you next time, inshallah.